Right, readers, before we begin, remember to concentrate and focus your attention. Use your eyes, ears, and brain to ignore distractions. Let's get started. Our new sight words. My hand is open, then closed. THEN, then. Here are some teeth. Some, SOME, some. My hand is at my side. At, A-T, at. Our poem this week features one of our characters from Trucktown. The title is Rock-a-Bye Mixer. Follow along with me. Rock-a-bye mixer at the site top. When the wind blows, the building will rock. When the beam breaks, the mixer will fall, and down will come Melvin, bricks, beams, and all. Friends, this poem has the same melody as a lullaby. There are some rhyming words in our poem. Did you hear them? What rhymes with top? Yes, rock. What rhymes with fall? Yes, all. Top, rock, fall, all. Who is our character? Yes, Melvin the Mixer. Friends, this week we're focusing on our comprehension skill, character. Let's watch our video now about character.
You need to know the parts of a story in order to understand it. Characters are the people or animals in a story. They can be real or make-believe. Who are the characters in this story? That's right, the tortoise and the hare. Can you tell what they are doing? Yes, they are getting ready to race. The setting of a story is the time and place the story happens. What is the setting for this story? When and where does it happen? The story takes place in a field during the day. The plot is what happens in a story. What happens at the beginning? The tortoise and the hare start the race. What happens in the middle of the story? The hare has decided to take a nap while the tortoise keeps running. What happens at the end? The tortoise wins the race. Knowing the characters, the setting, and the plot of a story helps you understand it better.
Friends, the people or animals that a story is about are called the characters. The author of a story tells us about the characters by describing what they say, do, and what they are like. Good readers think about the characters in a story because it helps us to understand the story better. In this story, friends, who are the characters? Yes, the tortoise and the hare. What is the tortoise like? Yes, he is slow and steady, and he sticks to his plan and wins the race. What is the hare like? Yes, he's fast, but not as careful. He underestimates the tortoise and ends up losing the race. Friends, I'd like to read a story to you called The Monkeys Build a Treehouse. This story has no pictures, so I invite you to use your imagination to think about what's happening in this story. Focus your attention on the characters. Here we go, ears listening. The monkeys build a treehouse. The monkeys wanted to build a treehouse. They got wood, nails, and tools. First, we cut the wood the right length, said Molly. How do we do that? I know, yelled Megan, holding a saw. Wait, said Mitch. We should measure the boards first. He measured and marked the boards. Then Megan cut them with a saw. Now we build, said Manfred. He picked up the screwdriver and some nails. That's not right, said Molly. Use the hammer to put in the nails. Zip, zip, wham, wham, buzz, buzz. At last the house was finished. Oh no, cried Molly, Megan, Manfred, and Mitch. How do we get it up in the tree? The end. Readers, what kinds of animals are building this treehouse? Yes, monkeys. What are the monkeys' names? They all begin with the letter M. Yes, Molly, Mitch, Megan, Manfred. Readers, what are the monkeys like? They are hard workers, but are they organized about building their house? No, they're not as organized as they could be. Friends, thank you for reviewing our comprehension skill. This week, we're focusing on the sound of letter O. Show and tell me the sound letter O makes. Ah. Friends, in our new unit, our big question is what are different ways of building? Last week, we looked at how a school is built. This week, we're going to explore what tools do you need to build things?
What tools do you need to build things?
When my dad and I built Freckles a doghouse, we needed a hammer and a screwdriver.
Whenever you set out to build something, whether it's a doghouse or a birdhouse or a treehouse, there are certain tools that you'll need. You may need a saw to cut wood, a hammer to nail things together, a drill to make holes, a screwdriver to put screws through the holes, or a chisel to chip away extra wood. If these tools aren't in your family's toolbox, you can get them at any hardware store. You can't start building without tools. This week, you will learn all about the tools that you need to build things. What tools do you think you might need to build things?
And our story is called Old MacDonald Had a Wood Shop. Readers, here are our new amazing words that help us to answer our question, what tools do we need to build things? Say them after I say them. Saw, drill, hammer, screwdriver, chisel, file. Do you recognize any of the pictures you see? Me too, I recognize the hammer. Let's listen to our amazing word song now. Listen for our new amazing words. Saw, drill, hammer, screwdriver, file, chisel.
If I were a builder, I'd build in the morning, I'd build in the evening, every day. I'd use tools, I'd use materials, I'd like to build things every day, all over the world. If I had a chisel, I'd chisel in the morning, I'd chisel in the evening, every day. I'd use tools, I'd use materials, I'd like to build things every day, all over the world. If I had a drill, I'd drill in the morning, I'd drill in the evening, every day. I'd use tools, I'd use materials, I'd like to build things every day, all over the world. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, every day. I'd use tools, I'd use materials, I'd like to build things every day, all over the world. If I had a file, I'd file in the morning, I'd file in the evening, every day. I use tools, I use materials. I'd like to build things every day, all over the world. If I had a saw, I'd saw in the morning, I'd saw in the evening, every day. I use tools, I use materials. I'd like to build things every day, all over the world. If I had a screwdriver, I'd twist in the morning, I'd twist in the evening, every day. I use tools, I use materials. I'd like to build things every day, all over the world.
Our letter sound this week, friends, is the sound of letter O, as in otter. Show and tell me the sound letter O makes. Uh. Show and tell me the beginning sound you hear in the word ox. Uh. Show and tell me the beginning sound in the word otter. Uh. In the word olive. In the middle of the word box. In the middle of the word top. Now, friends, in your Skills Buddy book, get that book out and open it to page 32. Let's have our eyes watching and find objects in our picture that have our sound this week. What do you see? Oh, I see the octopus too. Good. The ocean? Yes. And what animal do you see in the ocean? Yes, otters. Well done. Anything else you see? Friends, this week we're focusing on something called prepositional phrases. These words tell us how a noun in the sentence is related to another part of the sentence. Words like on, over, under, in. In this sentence, Jill skips in the park. Where does Jill skip? In the park. That's our prepositional phrase. Mom looks under the sink. Where does Mom look? Yes, under. That's our prepositional phrase. Anne hops over the rock. Where does Anne hop? Over the rock. Now for your ears listening, friends. I am going to say 2 words. Tell me which word begins with Ostrich, lion. Toy, otter. Octopus, mermaid. Cap, sock. Suds, hop. Jog, jump. Lamp, dot. Next, show and tell me the letter you see. What sound do you hear in the beginning of the word box? Dog, goat, inch, nut, pig, otter, seal, top. Now let's do some blending together. T-a-p, top. P-a-t, pot. B-a-g, bog. A-n, on. H-o-p, hope. M-ope, mope. R-oat, wrote. N-oat, note. M-oat, moat. Op, hop. Well done, friends. Thanks for getting ready to read with me.